Welcome. My name is Dominic Furlano with Trinity Construction and Design. We're out here on beautiful Lido Beach, Sarasota, Florida. We want to showcase to you where we are with this particular project. So today we're at a point in this project where we have a couple tradesmen coming off of the project where it's a pinnacle period. Our exterior envelope is being wrapped up. Avery Roofers have done a stellar job installing our standing seam metal roof. We also have All Pro did the window install with our ES windows. They're pretty much wrapped up and we're moving on to MEPs. We are currently in our mechanical, electrical, and plumbing phase of the project, where it's all the inner workings and guts of items behind the walls that nobody sees after drywall goes up. I want to point out a specific attribute of the project is our HVAC, which is custom air. Their installer has done a stellar job with his installation. He's done a lot of HVAC ductwork that it was very complicated in a project like this, and then he custom built his linear supply and return ducts within the framers woodworking, which was already present on site. We wanted to showcase to you an element of our design process and build. We are working on the trim package for the exterior facade of this project. It's really ornate, and I wanted to make sure that we had a example made up prior to initiating any of our trim package. The guys and I have developed this mock-up in order to understand what our reveals look like, what materials we have where, what kind of dog ear offsets we have into the project, and how they engage with the sill. The design of this project is a British West Indies, which has a lot of ornate detail, and we're not working with real wood, we're working with a boral engineered material. And we want to make sure that all of our reveals are equidistant, and some of our trims are going to mimic some of the real wood Florida vernacular. By generating this mock-up, we're able to make sure that the guys understand and recognize how they take these details and apply them to different rhythms and proportions on the project. This mock-up acts as the key to all of our details around the project. For instance, this will be the window sill at all the windows, and we'll have the guys base it off of that key and then fabricate our sill angle, and we'll test fit it, pre-fit it, make sure it's all formed really well before we final piece in place, and it'll fit in like a glove. And that'll be the case all the way throughout the project. And the secret to that is developing this way ahead of time. Now, moving up to the window trim, the casing and the jamb, we have the trim here, and then we have the jamb returns, which we develop coming in and around, and we show the reveals, which is a really good overlook detail on a lot of builder-based projects. Our project is going to be really well detailed, and it's going to look the way it should with a Florida vernacular. The head trim up here is going to tie in something like that, and this also illustrates a very critical point when you want to understand how we're going to flash this, and water is going to be controlled and kicked out and away from the project at its highest point. Developing a detail like this with the guys way ahead of time has been instrumental. So real quick, we wanted to show you, he's actually in the process right now of creating that sill profile by tying into this 9-foot long piece. He's going to cut it all out so all 9 feet slide in as one. He's got to make a bunch of edits, so this is not one but two of different profiles along that way that he's going to route into the underside of that sill. We are already in the process of installing our Cypress tongue and groove roof soffit with Mauricio Batista. And Myers Painting took this rough sawn cypress that made it TNG with real woods and they've applied this stain, as you can see on the upper soffit there. This stain color is also going to match some of the other wood highlights of the project, that being the front door, the garage door, and the top of the metal railing that's going to go all the way around the project, as well as the front gate. Thank you everybody for watching this video, and we look forward to sharing more information with you in the future.